Welcome back, everybody. This week we're going to continue our study of short stories and literary devices. For this week, we're going to focus on two specific devices, mostly characterization and symbolism. So let's talk a little bit about those. With characterization, this is a great skill to have not only when reading, but really in life. This is how we decide our friends. This is how we decide people we can get along with and things of that nature. So when you're looking at a character, you can do direct or indirect characterization. So you're looking at things the author says, you're looking at any physical traits they might have, anything the character says, thinks, or does, but also interactions with others. How do they treat others, and how do others treat them? So let's watch this short video for a little more clarification here on characterization.
As we read fiction, we come to better understand the characters. Characterization is the process by which the writer reveals the personality of a character. This is done in two ways. Direct characterization is when the writer directly describes the personality and traits of a character. Indirect characterization shows things that reveal the personality of a character. Because the author hasn't directly told us something, we have to think carefully and make inferences. We can use a simple trick to help us better understand indirect characterization. When you want to better understand a character, use the acronym STEAL to help you. S stands for speech. Think about what the character says and how the character speaks. T stands for thoughts. Consider the character's personal thoughts and think about how the character is feeling. E stands for effect on others. Think about the character's effect on other people. How do others feel or react in response to the character? A stands for actions. What does the character do? And how does the character behave? L stands for looks. What does the character look like? And how does the character dress? Let's recap. When the author directly tells you something about the character, that is direct characterization. When you need to make an inference about a character, that is called indirect characterization. Remember to think STEAL. STEAL works not only in books, but when you're watching a movie or a play. So the next time you're reading a good book, remember to think STEAL.
Okay, so characterization is the first thing you'll be asked to look for. The second thing we'll be focusing on this week is symbolism. And you'll actually see our first assignment is asking you to create some symbols. But remember, a symbol can be a person, place, object, activity, or even a color that represents a larger, more abstract idea. So let's take a look at this short clip.
Symbolism in literature. Literature is filled with symbolism, highlighted images, objects, characters of setting. These symbols have deeper meaning. Some common symbols are colors. Colors often play a role in stories. Usually they represent emotions like love, anger, or sadness. Water is one of the most overused tools in literature. It can be religious, like baptism. It can mean purification, or it can even mean death, in instances like drowning. Fire, another overused element in literature. Fire can represent anger, passion, love, pain, or death. Night. Night can be used in connection to darkness and acts as a cover over the world. It can represent peace or tranquility or death and darkness concerning the usage of shadows. Day, literally the opposite of night in both nature and literature. With day comes the rising of the sun, representing new life and light. Light. Light is used for truth, enlightenment, safety, or it can be used as a holy image. Dark. See if a character is in the shadows. Literally, does the author describe a character as lurking in the shadows or have pieces of their body or face obscured? Be prepared to find symbols. Symbols might be images, objects, characters, or settings. They are repeated or highlighted. Think. What does it mean / represent? How do they fit together? Do they connect with the thing? Do they think? What does it mean / represent?
Okay, so as you get started this week, folks, remember we're dialing in our focus on characterization and symbolism.